It's very, very loose, a lot of bouncing. They're going to find it. If they are going to Alaska, as they told me, they're probably going to find it on the floor if they don't get it attached before. Speaking of floor, let's look at this right here. Another thing that I have found is a crack in the Luan right down here on near the floor, as you can see. And what's beautiful about this whole scenario is that these customers knew a warranty inspection could give them all the tools they needed to find out all the little issues that they have with the RV at this point so they can get everything fixed and go on their merry way. They've got a brand new RV again. It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Hilton Head, South Carolina, about to inspect this 2025 3250. Now stick around. This is an end of year warranty inspection. These folks have had it for 11 months and they want to know exactly what they have so that they can get everything fixed before their warranty is up. Stick around and we'll let you know what we find.
First glimpse on a end of warranty inspection. We already know, because we talked with the customer, there's already a couple of things that needs to be fixed. For instance, this slide out is out of whack, a couple of inches when it closes, when it opens. So they're actually having a tech that's coming in here today. Already on my first glimpse, I already found a problem, which happens once in a while, and it's right inside here of this door from the inside. So we have water that went in there at one point. So we still have reading inside of this. Is it because of this slide out that's, as you can see, it's really not in a grid position? That's not how it should be. So right there we know we have a problem. In general, I can see this unit has been well maintained. Brinkley is up to par in looking forward, looking ahead. And by the way, I'll give credit to Brinkley for this. All of these units come with TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. This is not mandated, but this is new. This year, in 2026 of March, the RVIA, you know, this association, the sticker association that everybody has, that little RV industry association, they did mandate this year that every production model of 2028, 26,000 gross vehicle weight and down, will be mandatory from travel trailers, pull behind or fifth wheel, to all have TPMS integrated, delivered to you. So that's nice to see that Brinkley was ahead of that curve. They already supply all of this. So that is a nice thing to see in some manufacturer. Hopefully that vision continue for a long time, so we're ahead of the game in quality and manufacturing. When I came here, the customer had his door open and we asked him to close it, because now I want to see what I'm looking at. Are the seals performing like they should? By the way, your bulb seal, where contact is made to the body, this bulb seal that's all along should be compressed 50% to actually act like it should. If it's not, you have a problem. Maybe you ought to have an inspection. Just saying, for now, this is what I've seen so far. I have nothing dramatic, typical, couple of years old, shakedown, wear and tear, except for what I see inside. And now I'm actually going inside with Laurel. We're gonna try the slide out, bringing them in, and I already heard noise in the front one. Hey, that's why we're here. Let's go check what Laurel has inside.
So come on in. Let's talk about my first glimpse and my stow and go. We're going to start with a stow and go. So we can come in here and, well, I have access to be able to sit on my couch. I'm not going to be able to get back there to my kitchen. But you know, in a fifth wheel, what do we really want access to? Our bathroom, right? Because that's the most important, so we can be in our own germs, go to the bathroom. As far as what Pierre was talking about, right? So he was telling you what he had found outside, and this floor right here, right around the entrance, is having moisture readings that no one wants on their floors. Is it because this slide needs to be adjusted anyways, and that misadjustment has been allowing the water to come in? We'll see. So stick around and we'll let you know at lunchtime what we find.
Lunchtime recap. A lot of things going around here. So, since the beginning, their generator never worked. Again, they had a tech that came here this morning, looked at it, tried to figure it out. We got power, we got spark, so we got the element to make a generator work. But the oil level sensor, even if the oil is full, is saying that it's missing. So there's been a problem with this, and I know they said they put a call in since August. So it hasn't worked in the last 6 months. This slide out is out of whack totally. So it needs to go forward, first of all. So stay down there. I'm gonna give you an idea how this is loose. So you can see that, see down there, nothing's attaching. So it shows you right off the bat that this slide out is actually towards the back. The problem that we have is when we close this on top of it, it closes in the front and leaves a gap of about this much in the back. How is that? Let me show you what could be the culprit. So let's go under 2 seconds. So if you look at this bracket right here, you can see that this bracket is actually like this, where it should be like this. So definitely something happened. I don't know if it was misaligned, but this slide out actually goes like this when it goes in, and when it's inside and tucked up to the wall, because it's not touching here, it's actually leaning like this on the floor inside. Lowell will show us what it looks like. So on another note, before it got too hot this morning, past 95 degrees, I went up there. Out of 4 corners, I've got 3 corners that, as you can see, the ceiling can lift up. So take a look at this and tell me how you feel. So you always have to verify. And when you go do your maintenance, your yearly and things that we talk about all the time, if this is not touching, if this is not doing what it's supposed to do, tell me what's going to happen if this is not sealed properly. So something you should check once in a while on this particular unit. This is what we have. You can see that nothing is attached, so it actually can go. I hope we can see this, but it actually can go right in there. Let's go check the front. So as we can see here, the process of sealant is actually not adhering at all. So to the point where I can even take this and pop it out. Keep an eye on your corners. This is the same thing with the other side, where I have unglued or unattached, however you want to call it, but this is what it looks like. So missed on manufacturing side. So if ever you have one of them, maybe it's time for you to go on your roof once in a while. That's why we do seminar and maintenance, try to make people understand this is what you got to look for. This is on your unit, and by the way, it's on you. So if somebody in quality control didn't see that when they were out the door, it's on you to find it. Or better, why don't you have an inspection done before you take possession of your unit, before you sign the last paperwork that makes you the one and ultimate owner? Until the dealership let it go, release it from you because you sign, it's theirs. Call Blue Ox, tell us and ask us what you're looking at, and we'll find a team to help you out. We got teams all over the country. So on that note, let's go check what Lowell has inside at lunchtime.
So it's lunchtime, and I've got an update for you. Let's start right up here. We're going to talk about the trim around the window. The very top trim, it's very, very loose, a lot of bouncing. They're going to find it. If they are going to Alaska, as they told me, they're probably going to find it on the floor if they don't get it attached before. Speaking of floor, let's look at this right here. You know, when we come into a warranty inspection, we expect things to be found. And in this particular situation, this slide right here, a tech was coming out today and it was too big of a job and felt that it was too heavy and needed to go back to the manufacturer. And this is what the slide has been doing to the floor. You can see the shiny, none of this wipes off. I've tried to wipe this off with my fingers, but nothing, you know, wipes off at all. And it goes all the way down here. So that's quite a ways, making demarcations into their linoleum. So that is, this slide right here is misaligned, and there is this aluminum trim right down here, and what it's doing is it's coming right up here and rubbing this. So they need to have that slide adjusted. They did have a tech come today, but she said the slide is just too heavy for her to adjust, that it really needs to be at the manufacturer to get adjusted. And then let's come over here. So the other thing that I have found is a crack in the luan right down here on near the floor, as you can see. So we have the crack in the luan, and then coming out into the garage, we have this loose door trim. Excuse the loud AC, although it does feel really good here in South Carolina today, because it must be in the 90s at least. But stick around. I'm going to update you at the end of the day what else I may have found. And if you're sitting at home thinking, you know what, I think I'd like to become an RV inspector, reach out to us. We have workshops going on across the United States. Call us, talk to us. Let's see if we can help you out. We'll see you at the end of the day.
End of the day recap. This gentleman had new suspension put on, hydraulic brakes, and told you this before, breakaway switch. You check this by pulling this, and as you pull this, it applies the brake in the back. Well, the problem I have with this, they just installed this. I don't know, probably 40, 30 pounds of torque on this. I can't take this out of this. So before I break something, I'm bringing it up because I just imagine if this uncoupled and I can't even pull it with my hand, and I mean I tugged on this. I say 30 pounds. I might have applied about 75 pounds. Nothing. It's staying there. So this is important. You got to check those all the time. Every time you travel. It's called an oops switch, because trust me, if you lose your trailer, you'll say oops. That's how and why we call those like this. On another note, here's a battery. Awesome, beautiful battery that is traveling anywhere it wants in this compartment. Not really good. So, detail. In the front cap, also have those little lining where they have the lights in there that is unglued. But that's things that happen. Here I have a door that doesn't really close because it's actually touching the tank, and you can try to pull the tank in, it doesn't. So just a detail, but you can see that it's not touching. So you're bowing and forcing the door in order to be able to achieve something. So now the door is doing this. Next thing, so I have this door, the back door. As you might see, here's a little guideline. This door is a little bit lower, so if I try to open it, I can see my corner over there is almost touching. Those doors are not adjustable. So, in a warranty, or make sure that it's fixed before you carry on, that's another detail. This morning when I came in, the owner told me, well, I have this outlet that doesn't work. So Laura and I were inside a little bit in the afternoon, and she does her TV, and she says, I don't have power in that upper TV inside. I said, I'll bet you that that's related to this. Well, come to find out, I pull that cable, plug it in, nope, no power, but it's on a reel in there. Pull the reel, tug the reel to put it back in. It's working now. Oops. Laurel, hello? TV's working? Yeah, it is. So there's something in that spool. There's a connection that's related to this. Food for thoughts. Do you have it fixed, or do you fix it yourself? There's an access from underneath the floor to that spool. Do what you have to do to make it happen. I also forgot to mention that there's 3 awning on this, and the front awning actually broke a day or two ago, so they had it zip tied, so that's tied together, done, over and out. I also have something that I tested because I got a remote system that I can test the lights with. These lights all worked except the brake lights. I'm looking forward to see if the customer did try the brake light system after he had those independent suspension hydraulic change, because if I activate from the plug in the front, my brake lights are not coming up. Blinkers are working, everything is fine, not the brake lights. Let's go check what Lowell has inside.
It's the end of the day, and I'm really happy to say that inside, even after 11 months, I am not finding a boatload of stuff. But I do want to show you one thing. Over here around the sink area, you can see how beautiful and white the entire sink is, but there's this yellow discoloration. It's not dirty. It's just this area right there that has yellowed. Pretty much that's all I found the rest of the afternoon. So it really is a wonderful RV. And what's beautiful about this whole scenario is that these customers knew a warranty inspection could give them all the tools they needed to find out all the little issues that they have with the RV at this point, so they can get everything fixed and go on their merry way. They've got a brand new RV again. And we always recommend, if you can take it back to the manufacturer, that's the place you want to take it, right? And in this situation, our customers, they're really fed up with their dealer, and they're really not having a lot of fun with their dealer. And the dealer seems to think it's awesome to keep their rig for 5 months, and that's not cool. So they want to get out and travel, and they do a lot of traveling. They do not live full time. So now they can take this list that we found today and go back to the manufacturer, get these things fixed, and they're off and running with a brand new RV again. But let me tell you about the tall stall. So come on up in here and I'll tell you about the tall stall and my favorite feature. If you are 6'6" or shorter, you're gonna fit in this stall just fine. This is my favorite feature in this RV. I love this. And if all manufacturers could utilize this space rather than keeping a big hole that you have to stick your arm way in the back, this is so smart to pull it right out, and that is solid. And she can arrange all of her items the way she wants in there, which is fantastic. So I think that our customers are going to be extremely happy. They're going to be taking this back to Brinkley, get everything fixed, and then they're heading on a big trip to Alaska. So on that note, like them, take every chance in life, because most chances, they only come around once in a lifetime. So get out there and take a chance. So remember, and do never forget,